just want to add something to what Hesped brother-in-law Yankel said before. He was saying that he didn't realize what he did for him. I think that he realized a lot. It made him very happy. And we saw it when we came to him and we gave him our love and we gave him the food to eat that he loved so much, and he made him really happy. And he was always very happy to see us. So he really won mahana him. He said before that even if he didn't have a noah from it, he did have a lot of a noah from the people who came to him and showed him their love and helped him out. Now we came here to, what do you call it, to say our goodbye, so to speak. So our dear brother, Alter Menachem Mendelben, Reb Chaim David, Olav Shalom. Like was mentioned before, that he was a heilige neshama. He was a neshama that never sinned in his life. He didn't know what chet is. He didn't know what anything bad meant, and whatever he did was a heilige neshama. When he was a small child, I remember when he used to go, when our father used to sing his miras by the Shabbos table, he always used to listen to it, and he enjoyed it so much. When he stopped singing, he would run over to him and put his hand in his mouth. That he should sing that. For that he had seichel. Remember that? He used to run over and always, he enjoyed the Yiddish music. It wasn't when he was singing the Satmar Rebbe's Shalom Aleichem Nigun, and he was very much excited with it, and it was really a heilige neshama. Now, the fact is that people in his condition usually don't live a long life. I have a friend of mine that his father lived till he was 96 years old, and his brother lived to a pretty, late age, and he had a brother that was similar to Menachem, but much better than Menachem. I happened to meet him one time, so I saw what he is. He was much better than Menachem, and he wasn't Marich Yom Vishanim. Usually these people don't live long. The fact that Menachem was able to live into the 70th year of his life, for a person like him, is very unusual, and it just means that he probably was. He had a hecher and a shaman, and maybe he was mesaken with somebody else. He was a gilgul of somebody else that needed him, and he was Yenem's and shaman. He lived a long life, and he was born as Menachem Mendel. But after they realized that he wasn't developing, he was a beautiful child. He didn't look sick. He wasn't mongoloid or anything like it. He didn't look retarded. He looked very normal when he was a small child. He was a beautiful child. I still remember what he looked like with the beautiful eyes and everything. And when they realized that he wasn't well, they added him the name Alter. I'm not sure exactly who told Abba to add the name. I'm sure it wasn't Abba's idea. It was either Rabbi Yonasan Shtayv Zechat Tzadik V'Kodesh L'Vrocha, or it was the Heilige Skver Rebbe Zechus Yonglenu, or it was the Heilige Satmar Rebbe Zechus Yonglenu. It was one of those three. He didn't go to anyone else. And if they said to him, add the name Alter, you see that it was McCoy by him, the Alter, that he lived to an old age. It was a heilige neshama, and I guess, the way we are lucky that we had a brother like that, although, in the physical world, we weren't so lucky about that, but in the higher things, we were lucky to have a neshama like that as a brother. We want to ask, again, I asked yesterday by his bed, before we left the hospital, I said the whole Kirsh loud into his ear, and we asked him for Mechila, if anything we did that wasn't which we tried our best, but maybe for myself, I didn't visit him that often, but I couldn't. I had my own reasons that I couldn't. but he was in my heart always. He was always my dear brother, my flesh and blood, child for my parents. And I'm asking him again for Mechila, Ishbi Michael, if anything, that even though he didn't even know, he probably didn't even know what it means to have any kindness on anybody or to feel bad or to have anything on another person. But anyway, I'm just asking for Mechila, for myself, our family, anyone that did anything wrong to him. Nothing was intentional or anything that, that we didn't take it easy, with the situation. It was a very difficult situation. I'm sure that he suffered a lot, and we all suffered a lot, and our parents terribly with they suffered. I still remember Abba Al Shalom when he went to the square Rebbe, to the old square Rebbe, he went into him and he was crying. Is there a shama out? I mean, I'm crying now because I remember so visibly how he was standing and crying bitterly in front of the Rebbe. The Rebbe should give a bruch, the Rebbe should be geuser, and the Rebbe in his tzidkesdige way was very calm. He tried to calm him down. He told him, "Tu nicht so stark beten. You can't push things so strong." David to help him, he was trying to assure me he should calm down and everything. I know it meant so much to him. Whatever he could, he asked for brachas for him, and if it was a bris and the baby was crying, he always used to say, Alta Menachem Mendel Refuah Shalem, and I also continued always saying it. Every bris that I went to, that the Shar Shemaim should open up for him. Now, it's interesting that this parasha had this whole thing. Today's Duda with Kislev, so it's, that's my birthday today, and the day of his Yotzai is Duda with Kislev, and we have the parasha Vayetze, Hinei Malach Elokim Oilim VeYordim Boi. I'm sure that His Holiness Shama, that going up to Gan Eden in the Kiss HaKovet is being that the Malachim are being him Malav Oilim VeYordim. They're busy going up and down, They're busy with him now, taking his neshama up to Rabbeinu Shalom near the Kiss HaKovet, where he's going to meet Oma and Opa, Abba Nima, and I'm sure that they're very happy to have them near him, and over there in Eliyahu, my dear brother Eli is also Bal Mekabel him, so like Moshe told Ruthie today that Oma is preparing the Shabbos Digatish over there, and Abba is so happy, but to be the Shabbos Digatish with his two sons next to him, so he should be Melitz Toiv on us, should be Melitz Yoshev against Klal Yisrael, and he should be on the Bechlal and Befrat on the family. Before you saw Yankem ben Bela should have a Refuah Shalema, against the Refuah, and whoever needs it, Arichas Yom Veshonim Toivim, B'Soch Shar, Chol Yisrael, and he should be a Melitz Toiv on ganz Klal Yisrael, and we should be Zoicher, to Bilam of his Netzach. Baruch Hashem Timum Al Kol Ponim, B'Noim Amen.